Hey guys, RezQRider here with a gear review of some new TMS knee and shin guards that I got off of Amazon the other day. I chose TMS because they're inexpensive and I really like my TMS body armor. I will do a review on the body armor later on. If you'd like to see one now, EveRide did a great review on the body armor and you can check that out in the link that I'll post below in the description. So initially when I took them out of the box, I was very pleased with the professional looking package. Removed them from their mesh bag. Get this completely out of the way. And as you can see on the front there, they have their TMS logo. These are a dual hinge pivot knee pad and shin guard. We'll take them apart here real quick so we can look at just one of them. Right off the bat, something I noticed, and I went and looked online to make sure that I hadn't got a packaged pair, is that there's basically what I would consider two lefts. There's not a left and a right, and that's how the straps apply, and we'll show that here in a little bit. So first of all, my initial thoughts about these. You know, they're very lightweight, they're very thin. The plastic's very thin, the padding's very thin. Not a huge fan of that. The plastic is fairly flexible, which might help with comfort, but it does concern me in the event of a crash, especially if it were on the street, or if you were to hit like a jagged rock or something. The plan is to wear these underneath motocross pants. As far as the inside, it's just a very thin layers of like a felt that's velcroed in there. There doesn't seem to be any kind of protection or any kind of comfort level between the rider and the outer shell. It has good mobility with the dual hinge, but one thing I experienced while riding was that there's no kind of skirt on the top piece of the three-piece pad, and so the lining of the motocross pants occasionally would get pinched in here, and that kind of caused some discomfort at times when getting off the bike and walking around. The straps, they have a small amount of Velcro at the end of them to adjust for length, but realistically, if you want them to hold on well, that's about an 1.5 to 2 inch piece of Velcro, so I cut that in half, so you've really only got about an inch of adjustment. These were like a one size fits all for adults. And then the clip is this plastic U-shaped clip with this metal bar through the center, and it just goes over this plastic tab. I did find out that if the strap gets twisted, it will not go on in reverse because of the angle of the tab. But then again, this is just a plastic tab and there's no locking mechanism except for the tension of the elastic around the rider's leg. Real quick, I'll demonstrate putting these on. So as you can see, I'm wearing some like long underwear or spandex, and that's something that I highly advise. I didn't have these when I did my test fit and test ride, and I'll show you how the straps go on, and the strap was cutting into the bare skin quite a bit. And again, there's not much adjustment. My mic cable's in the way, I apologize for that. So as far as the fit, you know, they have to ride kind of high so that this is center of the kneecap. So this is pretty skinny down here and it doesn't fit very well, but we'll just show you how these go on. Again, make sure the strap is not twisted because these will only clip on one way. And you can actually, like I said, these things are not easy to clip on. You can actually identify which way it clips because there is like a little lip right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So finish putting these on. Okay, so the fit's not terrible. I am a little bit displeased with the way it rides on the leg. It should be either a little bit longer or a little bit larger down here in the shin area. That's kind of sitting on top of my shin because I have larger calves. So again, on the back, if you can see that, the straps are pretty thin, and so they will dig in right here under the knee, and that causes a lot of discomfort. But I have noticed while doing the review, and I tried them on with the spandex or the long underwear, these definitely give comfort for that strap. So also, we talked about this already, but the double hinge, there is actually pretty good mobility. They're pretty comfortable to ride with when you're in the riding stance. But let's talk a little bit about protection. And this is where I became super disappointed. I rode around with these for about a half hour and spent about a half hour walking around the house in them just to get used to having them on and to see how they held up. If you can see right here, the rivets at the hinge point are plastic rivets. They're actually a compression fit. It's a two-piece rivet. This part of the rivet has kind of like these fingers that spread, and when it's snapped in all the way, the tension those fingers have, snap it into the back side of the inner piece of the rivet. This is a huge fail design, and it has made me want to return these, and I will be returning these. I have nothing bad to say about the company that I purchased them through, who is an Amazon dealer, but I am not pleased with the pads at all. I actually kneeled down, and just putting kneeling weight on this knee pad to say hi to my children popped all 4 rivets out at once, and this created a lot of discomfort for me and a lot of faith in what these would do if I went down, even in a slow or a fast crash, either off-road, hard packed gravel, or pavement. I have no faith in these. It is not worth the $20. That's my honest review, and that's because I do not feel that they are anything but some small rider discomfort. I also believe, as you've seen in other videos, that discomfort also creates fatigue, so your riding is already going to be at risk for disaster. On top of that, they do not serve any protection. I don't care how slow you fall, this is going to break away immediately and expose your knee, because like I showed you guys, there's the big gap. I'm touching my knee right here. There's no padding, nothing right inside here. So if this breaks away, it is very pointless. A lot of the reviews on Amazon say they make a great Halloween costume addition if you're trying to be a superhero of some sort. So that's my review. I hope you guys liked it. I hope I answered any questions that you might have. Again, these are the TMS knee shin guards for adults. They do not fit well. If you were taller, they would fit even worse. If you had larger calves than I do, they would fit even worse. I'm not very pleased with them. That is why I'm giving you guys an honest review. But I don't believe that in all of TMS's products. I do believe that TMS's Body Armor, which only goes for about $35 to $40 on Amazon or eBay, is definitely worth your money and a great buy. Again, like I said in the beginning of the video, go check out EveRide's channel. I'll post a link to his video below on his review of the TMS Body Armor, in which he has actually crashed in and it is held up. Thank you guys for watching. If you like it, please hit the thumbs up. If you love it, please share it amongst your friends. And if you want more, stay tuned and hit that subscribe button. RezQRider's out.